Welcome back to this week's episode of Kearny News Network. I'm Blaze Rice.
And I'm Christian Santabria. Today we have a very packed episode. Who are you?
I'm Warwick from KBS.
Dude, that was so last year. Anyways, we gotta keep doing our intro.
No. Play our intro.
No, this isn't KBS, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, play our intro.
Wait, we don't have an intro.
Well, we're gonna make one. Go to the intro. Wow, that guy was weird. Don't mind him, everyone.
Totally. Yeah, he was a part of the other newscast. Hopefully that's the last we'll see of him.
Yeah, hopefully. And anyways, we have a great lineup coming up for this week's episode of Kearny News Network.
That's right, we have a short commercial from the Teens Make Health Happen Club, followed by an interview with Dr. Shannon, the Associate Principal of BST.
How exciting. How about we just walk right into our next segment?
Sounds good to me. Let's take a look.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
What are you doing? Nobody walks anymore.
What do you mean no one walks anymore? Walking is so good for your health.
Oh yeah? How so?
Well, actually, walking strengthens muscle, delays aging, boosts immunity, improves heart health, and even burns fat. Not to mention, it reduces stress, regulates blood pressure, and even controls your cholesterol.
That's remarkable!
Speaking of walking, it's October. You should join me on October 27th after school in front of the flagpole for a walk with the Teens Make Health Happen Club.
Sounds wonderful.
Anyone can join, even you.
Whoa, that really made my health happen. Get it? Because, like, teens make health happen.
You're surpassing my jokes.
Thank you.
Well, of course, that brings us to our final segment of this week's episode, a one-on-one interview with Dr. Shannon of BST.
Whoa, that interview is going to be deoxyribonucleic acid.
Okay, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's head to the interview already.
DNA.
Hey, KNN. We're here with Dr. Shannon, the Associate Principal of BST. How are you doing today, Dr. Shannon?
I'm doing great. It's nice to talk to you guys.
That's great. So, what made you want to be a principal?
So, when I was teaching math at Canyon Crest Academy, I had what I like to call the bookends. I had the 9th graders and I had mostly 12th graders. And the 9th graders, I was teaching what was then called algebra, and I was also teaching AP statistics and college prep statistics. And I noticed, especially in my 9th grade class, that we had a lot of kids that weren't high performing, that were actually struggling and falling through the cracks. And so a counselor friend of mine at the school and I put together a mentoring program where we matched volunteer certificated and classified members of staff with kids that needed mentoring and that extra layer of support. And we kicked that program off. It ran for my last 2 years at the school. It was very successful. We saw a lot of good results of the kids actually performing better and staying in school and just getting, a little bit more of a wraparound service individualized for them. And that opened my eyes to the impact I could have, like across the school. So because of that, I thought, I think I need to get my administrative credential because I want to impact more kids than are just in my classroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. What makes BST so special?
So I think, the expected answer might be our pathways, and they are special. But I want to say that the thing that makes us the most special are our teachers. Our teachers are just absolutely, I mean, they're phenomenal. They care, they reach out to kids. They spend their lunch break talking about kids and, how can we help this student? How can we help that student? Miss JJ, Miss Ogo head up the biomed pathway, and again, their reputation precedes them. They're all very caring. They will do anything and find special opportunities for students. They've built, the Rady's Children's Hospital internship, and we now have Miss Fee the last couple of years helping us out with that. But then, of course, we also have our college pathway program. Our students also have the same access to, all the Mesa College classes, and either here or at Mesa College. So I would say that's really cool. And the other thing is, we've also introduced EMT program that started, I think, just before COVID, and this year we're doing the CNA program. They are medically related, so students can actually go out and get specialized training in those areas, and then they can leave with, medical certificates, so they can go straight to work, right, when they get out of Kearny, which is really cool.
Awesome. Thank you for all that wonderful information. And I guess for our final questions, have you seen an episode of KNN?
I have. I have to say that my favorite watching like any kind of episode you guys have, my favorite is when you're in the field. You're out in the field and you're talking to our students. Because like, for example, when you did the one on music, and I got to hear some of the music, because I'm trying to learn like modern music from my daughter, who's really she's in middle school, but she's really into music. But I love hearing what our students are listening to, because some of it really surprised me, and that's really fun.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from you. And I guess that would be the end of our interview. Thank you, Dr. Shannon, for your time.
You're welcome.
And that has been our interview with Dr. Shannon.
Big thanks to Dr. Shannon for that interview.
Yeah, I had a great time talking with you about BSC. It sure is a great school.
I agree, and nice job, Christian. You two had some real chemistry in there for like BST.
Nice one, Blaze. And it looks like that's about all the time we have for this week's episode.
Join us next week when we do some coverage of the final football game of the season.
Anyways, I'm Christian Santabria.
And I'm Blaze Rice. We'll see you next time on Kearny News Network.